What's good, you guys? It is Will here from Shadow Ascent, signing back in once again, coming at you with another video. And today I want to talk about opportunity, the manner in which chances are sort of brought to us. And, a lot in life is in our control in terms of the way we go about, our daily process, in terms of how we approach things mentally, in terms of our routines. But there simultaneously is a lot that's out of our control. There's no question about that. And I think oftentimes those can be in the form of chances of opportunities, whether it's a job, a relationship, or a routine. And, it's often about how we handle those things, how we approach them. When you're younger, and when I mean younger, I mean like growing up as a teenager, or going into college. A lot of times you are very scared, you're frightened of taking a chance, of taking a risk. And so you can kind of, crawl up into a shell whenever opportunity lurks. And I feel like when you reach a certain age, I would say usually it's, early 20s, maybe mid 20s, and it's different for everybody, right? But you kind of are hit with this epiphany of like, I need to take accountability. I need to be responsible for myself. I need to figure this out. Right? And that can be in the form of your career or your just evolution overall as an individual. But with this channel in particular, Alex and I have been talking lately and wanting to rebrand and also level up, right? Make videos consistently. And it's not necessarily every day, but every day work on something, and it doesn't have to be put 5 hours work into 3 hours for one day and then go the rest of the week and not work on it. It's spending, maybe whether it's 30 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe 45 minutes, maybe an hour someday, but spending that amount of time on that amount of work, right? And I think because we're both trying to build something with this, and I've always, personally speaking for myself, wanted to make some form of a YouTube, some form of content, ever since I was a kid. Like I would watch YouTube videos of people, maybe when I was a kid, it was more so like video games or people just talking about whatever. And I always was inspired by that. I always wanted to have my own sort of brand or content creation platform. And I think there have been times with this channel where we've kind of gone up and down and made videos and found something and then kind of said, I don't, want to prioritize this. But to kind of stem from where Alex was coming from in his last video, like it takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of time. And sometimes that isn't just, let's make a couple of videos and put a lot of work into them. And then that's it. It's going to take a very long time. It's going to take commitment. And commitment is something that I have struggled with a lot in my life, right? Like when there is something there and that has mainly been in the form of, I would say, relationships or networking with people, I almost can get a little bit scared and feel like I'm selling myself short. Like, what's the point? What's the point of going and meeting someone new, right? And that's been a big focal point of my goals. And what I've been focusing on this year is trying to actually expand and socialize more and take advantage of more social opportunities. And I feel like within that, there's the challenge and the lumps that you face of like, I don't really want to. I want to delve back into comfort. Life is all about taking risks though. In order to find or achieve something that you've never had, you have to do something that you've never done. And that comes with opportunity, which those are granted to every single one of us. All of us, we receive opportunities and chances to do something. And hey, sometimes we haven't taken advantage of that. We all have sat back and just said, I don't know. But I feel like there's especially those chances where what's the worst that could happen? If I receive a chance, like whether it's an event of some kind to go up and speak, to go up and talk to people, what's the worst that could happen, right? I fail, I get rejected, it doesn't work, right? But it's not like my life is doomed. If anything, I learn from those experiences. And that's the very important thing about opportunities. You have to be aware of them when they arise in your life. I noticed that as humans in the evolution process, we go through so much transformation as individuals. And a lot of that comes from what's taking place in our current state of mind, in our current life, and how we handle those things. I found this job that I'm working right now, walking dogs, a little over a year ago. It was like October 2022. And it's been great to build financially. That was the main priority, right? I'm trying to get my feet wet a little bit financially. And also, you know, getting out with dogs, trying to walk them, trying to exercise myself as well. And now I feel like, hey, there's a chance to build something here with this channel. There's a chance to actually, you know, and it's not just financially. That's something that's a goal and aspiration, but it's going to take more than just seeing that end. It's going to take a lot of the daily output, right? And how much we're exerting, how much energy we're putting into this. And it's all about that process itself. Taking risks is something that I'm at a point, you know, I'm gonna be 24 in a few months here. Like, I gotta start being willing to do that more frequently. And that's a lot of socializing, I would say. That's what it revolves around. And trying to actually build those connections and talk to people and get out more. And I, even though I'm definitely intrigued by the idea of doing so, actually getting myself out there is definitely a different story. It's a bit of a challenge for me. You know, I don't always have the most confidence or charisma with people. And that's something that's just going to take experience and exposure. And I think especially during the time of COVID and everyone staying inside, that happened like right early on when I was in college and planning on eventually going to a university. So I was kind of hit by that, like with a lack of socialization. And then I went within and went on a solo journey. And now I'm kind of like, okay, I want to start to get out there more. And so that is the main aspiration, and that is through this. And I want to actually make a commitment to trying to network, trying to socialize, trying to push myself and do things that I've never done. So yeah, quick little video here. Opportunity strikes at inopportune moments, sometimes opportune moments, but regardless, they happen for all of us, and it's ultimately how you handle it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you as always for tuning in, and Will from Shadow Ascent signing out.